So we do have a lot of Kerbals in the Space Center, but only like 1 or 2 of them have seen space. Tim is one of them, and I don't know where Valentina is. Maybe she took the day off. Probably for the better, because we're gonna send all the Kerbals to space. We can just take our trusty slug thrower here, because you know, we use this thing to launch the science slug right there. And I'm sure he's out there living his best life, but we don't need this payload anymore. We'll save the rocket, discard all of this, and we honestly don't really need the fairing, I don't think either. So what we need to do is retrofit this rocket to fit a space station onto it, or just, you know, turn into a space station once we get out of orbit. And I can already see a few spaces that we can do that, like taking out these cone sections here, and then putting in these gumball size pod things here, which is actually a little bit bigger than the cone, but it should be fine. We can get 2 of those because we need to fit a lot of Kerbals in here, situate them like so. That should be convenient for transport. And then to connect all these pieces together, we'll probably use some of these like truss things, hub things. We'll use this to have everybody move around. That actually fits together really nicely. I like it. And then we can also try to do some things here because we need to put some solar panels on here. Actually, this truss adapter looks really good for that. So it's not just entirely round. And then put those on there like that. Yeah, that's looking really good right there. I don't know if it can fly yet. We'll worry about that later. And we just do what we did before, which is jury rig a bunch of solar panels to this thing. And I guess we need to put a battery on here somewhere. It's a small battery though. Sure, it can go on the end. Doesn't make much difference to me. So currently this setup can hold 6 Kerbals. We need to fit more in there. We have 12 we need to go through. Oh look, they're already separating into their desired pods. I guess Tim and Jebediah don't really like each other. Maybe they're like rivals or something. I'm sure everybody has their own Kerbal head cannon or something. Speaking of can, we can put a lander can on here. We might as well just mirror this thing up and down. So these can fit 2, so we have 10 total. We're doing pretty good, actually. And then these sightseer pods required only one seat. Ooh, perfect. So we can get one of these up there and then another one down there. And now that should be enough seats to hold everybody. So we can just fill them in and, oh, I guess there's more than just 10 Kerbals. They're getting replaced already. You can tell they're very optimistic about the success of this mission. But we'll still fill them in like we do. But I don't know why it's going from the bottom up. We need to get the main Kerbals up here. So we'll just fill it in ourselves. Tim and Jebediah are gonna have to sit next to each other. And then we'll get Bill and Bob next to each other because they look like twins. And then everybody else can just do their own thing. Perfect. Now everybody has a view. Just gonna rotate these around so the ladders are all on the correct side, just to make it easy for transport. That is looking really good right there. And I think if we take this middle portion here and then rotate it like that, we can send it into space this way because we can't really attach anything. Oh, we can attach stuff to the top and bottom of this. Maybe that would make things easier. I figured because they were end caps, nothing else would go on them, but that makes my job a lot easier. We just need to throw some decouplers on here and then strap the rest of the rocket onto there. And that gives us 3000 Delta V with everything considered. Now, is our space station gonna need anything else? Each of these pods have their own reaction things, so that should be just fine there. Can we get a monopropellant pod anywhere in here? Actually, we can. We just get one on that side and then one on that side. Then we can put the little monopropellant things right on top of them. Maybe not those ones. We need these guys on here. How many can we fit on here? Ooh, that looks like a fun arrangement. Surely nothing can go wrong there. Or you know what, if we can do that, then let's just have fun with it. Oh dear. These guys are gonna have no steering problems because they just have all the directions. And then these are both gonna fire together, so we'll do that, but this stage is gonna be way up here. And then we need to get this reaction wheel somewhere in here, so we can put it right there, I suppose. If it's anything like the last video with the fairings, then that's gonna cause a little bit of drag, but hopefully it checks out. Except the thrust to weight ratio is very not good for us because these pods are incredibly heavy. Because if we take just this into consideration, that's 13 tons there. Because if we're looking at just the space station part of this, and that's 14 tons we're dealing with. Although surprisingly, the thrust to weight ratio is above 1. So we're just gonna need quite a bit more boost to get this thing up there. And this is slightly different than the slug thrower in the last video. I'm just gonna call the rocket that now, that sounds fun. Because the autosave didn't remember the boosters on there. We'll just fix that really quick. But now that's actually taking away thrust weight ratio. This is gonna look weird, but I wonder about putting another one of those adapters on the end cap here, like that. And then we put another hub there. And then if we do the same thing to the other side, along with remembering a separator here and there, then that actually gives us the option to put boosters right below here. Oh, that is weird looking. And it's still not helping. Oh, I wish it would. What if we take away everything below here? That, that actually does a lot better for the thrust weight ratio. Okay then, let's just tear away all of this and then put this back. And it does less, sure, because everything isn't staged properly. I kind of forgot about that. So now we got 4,000 units of Delta V, which is enough to get to low orbit above Kerbin, I believe. And the thrust weight ratio is looking really good. Oh, this isn't gonna go well, is it? Only one way to find out. Everybody buckled in. Oh man, look at all these different Kerbals, and they're looking forward to it. I really wish I could see inside of this capsule here. But at least we can turn on the lights so we know what direction we're supposed to go. Actually, why don't we just turn on all the lights? Oh, this is so ridiculous. But there's no time like the present, so let's just go. Oh my gosh, this is actually lifting off. Why do the dumb ideas have to be the ones that work? Although it looks like the main pod is pointed directly down. I'm not even sure which one that is. Can we rotate this thing at all? Oh my gosh, it's actually rotating. And that might be causing some problems too. It's starting to tilt, and not when I want it to. Go away, parts list. And I don't know what it is, but there's still stuff falling from the sky. It just never reaches ground. Oh well, it's not my problem. We're just gonna, okay, I guess we're turning already. Woo! Wait, go up. Go up or go down, because the main thing points down. Oh dear. This is, no way, it's actually going up. We're about to take on vampires in space. Actually, is it going up or is it going down? We're actually losing speed. And now we're going down. So we can make it this far, spreading the good word to the galaxy, it seems like. But that's not enough for what we need. This baby has to get to orbit and stay there. And right now, this booster isn't the strongest. Probably because this was meant for being in a vacuum. We need a thruster that's strong in atmosphere, which would be this one. It loses some Delta V. That's a thrust weight ratio above 2. I don't even know what that would look like. And apparently the staging wants us to use this before the boosters. No, something like that. And that's okay. Someone said that a thrust weight ratio of 2 is very bad, but this is looking good. Also, where is it getting the notion that I'm pointed down? I guess because the actual like center of the vessel is the hub truss here. Well, if we just think of everything in reverse, then it should be fine, right? Also, look at how much battery power we have, and it's already being used trying to keep this thing stabilized. That is ridiculous. But here we're gonna go for it. And then if we point down, then that should mean we're pointed up. This has become the Australian space program. And I just realized we didn't put any science things on here, but that's okay. There's not really much more science we can collect around Kerbin anyway. Like, apparently there are some landmarks they put in the game on different planets, but we're not gonna get there this time. This is about setting up a space station. It's like a cruise for Kerbals. Okay, now we need to rotate this thing, sort of, so we can get lined up properly. And then we, whoop, slow down the turn, get completely sideways like this. Okay, good. And then disconnect. Okay, we did disconnect, but that was weird because they're sailing at the same speed as us. All right, keep going. And then we're at 10,000 meters, so we need to start tilting this way? No, it's this way. Everything is reverse. Okay, this is actually really, ooh, gosh. I spoke too soon. I was saying it's gonna be easy to control, but now it isn't. Ah, just go up. Forget I did anything. I'm sorry. Although, can we get down there now? Just trying to make this very easy to do, which it is not. At least we're getting good altitude, and we can see the Kerbals at any point, and they're looking pretty good about things. I think. Just need you to go. Okay, lock. I should have done that. There, now we're not gonna go in a crazy spin. And we fix our retrograde to be that. That should be going the correct way, I think. We're still not anywhere farther away from Kerbal Center than we were, although we are still gaining altitude, which is good. Well, we might as well see how far we can get on this booster, and the apoapsis is gonna go up the more we boost. It's at 50,000 now. I want to see 100,000, and then hopefully we can stabilize at that level with the amount of Delta V we do have, and we're almost there. Stop. Okay. 100,000 meters, but we are getting some atmospheric braking, it looks like still. So it's going down, and we have 210 units of Delta V left, but our space station is looking really good right now. I also have no idea what these things are gonna do once we're in space, but we'll find out. And then we can get this thing pointed retrograde so it can burn to increase the apoapsis. It's so weird thinking in reverse in space, and there isn't even a reverse in space. It's just kind of forward. But man, those panels are catching some beautiful sunlight because it's right up there and blinding. Okay, the apoapsis seems to have stabilized at 100,033 meters. That's pretty good. Now here, if we burn the rest of this delta V to extend the orbit out even further, then we don't get orbit locked, but we did push it out pretty far, so we can jettison it. And now we have all these tiny things. I don't know what they're gonna do. Let's just turn them on and find out. Okay, they make a lot of noise and they spray a lot of goo everywhere. Let's just shut them off. They do not hold a lot. I guess because all of them are using all the monopropellant fuel. That's not good, but let's see. We can use some of them, I think. If we manage to separate them into different stages. So we put 8 of them there, and then we'll need individual ones to go into their own stage. So everything that's pointed forward can go into a different group, if I can even do that. It doesn't look like I can. All right, it looks like these monopropellant things are kind of a waste, unless I individually deactivate these. Oh, I can, but I don't have a lot of time to do it, and this is very inefficient. But now if I turn on the boost thing, yeah, that's working, sort of. I need to deactivate these as well. And our space station is currently crashing down. So I need you to point up. Thankfully, the reaction works extremely well. And then we burn some more. Oh, I deactivated one too many. Well, now they're spinning like a space station. Whee! All right, let's turn on. Which one did I accidentally turn off? I need to deactivate you, and then you need to be activated. Except now we're out of fuel, and we're still on a crash course, but at least we were able to move the trajectory a little bit, so that can work.
Several bad puns later.
Or what if we do the same thing, but in an outward direction? That's giving us a little more delta V, and the same thrust weight ratio, but also, why is a seat empty? Is that, some seats in total are empty. What happened? Some of them just straight up hopped off. Get back on there. You're not backing out of this one. I don't care how it makes you feel. We're going for it. It's surprising how these 2 thrusters are given the same thrust weight ratio as when I had 4 extra ones strapped on there. But hey, if it gets this thing into space, I won't question it. Oh, I just realized something. These Kerbals might not be able to leave because of the monopropellant thrusters that are right in front of the door. Who's in those pods? Yeah, they straight up can't leave. Whoops. Oh well, they're buckled in safely, I guess. Okay, those boosters are done, so we disconnect. And now we are way above the tilt mark. So let's use the velocity that we do have to save on the thrusters and then get this in the correct position. Nope, no. Too far. Turn on the RCS. They're going way too far there. Okay, that's a lot better. I should have turned that on a lot sooner. And then lock you at 270. Now we are officially in space. Congrats, everybody. And we're also currently about to reach apoapsis. So let's turn this thing retrograde. And then when it gets to the point, just burn it. There we go. That's looking really good. We'll keep the RCS on for what it is, as long as it gets us stabilized. And now we should definitely be able to lock the 100,000 meter apoapsis. There's also that bit of shuttle that's just permanently floating there. I have no idea what it is. I should send something that's like a garbage cleanup, which is literally just like a battering ram to blow it up. That'd actually be pretty fun. And now once we get to 100,000 meters, we stop. Very good. We're not losing any altitude, so we're out of the braking range. And now we can safely point this thing retrograde, or technically prograde, but that's kind of how this thing is being weird. We can also rotate this so the solar panels are effective. And look at all those reaction wheels doing the easy job today. Very good. They're getting a full face full of sun. At least some people are. Or are they not? These 2-seat lander cans should be doing something. Oh well, let's just turn on the lights. Okay, now we're approaching apoapsis, so let's burn. Securing an orbit of the circular variety, which seems to be working beautifully. As soon as the periapsis shows up, we can see it get to 100,000 meters and then lock it. Or we just wait for those 2 to spin around. There we go, and yes, there's a periapsis, and then we stop, go a little further, and stop. Okay, look at that. We have a successful space station. And for the effort of space cleanup, we can point this thing radial in, and then just kind of yeet the thruster because we don't need it anymore. And look at us, we're going, we're flying, we're free. Hopefully that burns up in atmosphere, but now we are looking good. Let's try and get some of our Kerbals out for a spacewalk. Oh man, that is a beautiful view right there. Turn off the light, that ruins it. That is wonderful right there. I guess I should actually turn this thing retrograde because the monopropellant things are pointed that way. Or you know what? This is a good chance to bring in the apoapsis because 234,000 meters seems a little excessive. So we can start these burning. Not too much though, just to get an idea of it. And sure enough, that is bringing down the apoapsis, so we'll do it some more. And then keep an eye on this one too. They should lock. but actually that one's going down as well. I don't want that. Point to saying retrograde and get the periapsis built up to 100,000 years. We'll just kind of leave it as is and not mess with something that's good. There we go, just to fix what isn't broken. Let me tell you, this has never looked better. Oh, that is awesome. How do I tell who's in what pod though? Kerbal manager, there we go. Okay, the tuna can, Jebediah's in the tuna can. So Jebediah, would you like to see space? Can this thing lock what it's doing? Stop wiggling, you're making me nervous. All right, Jebediah, here you go. And then just let go a little bit. Woo, look at that, he's doing a spacewalk. Just not to get too far away from the shuttle. Oh, I locked it in perfectly there. Sort of, he's kind of flown away. Let's give him a friend. I would like to do the friend control thing. Can I control more than one Kerbin? I hope I can. Am I gonna have to go into the tracking station for each of these? I hope not. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's one, and then Bill can be another one. Yes! Look at this, we have Kerbals partying in space. Hey there, Jebediah. How's it going, friend? Look at that, they're happy to see each other. Oh, that's beautiful. Actually, can Bill just sort of walk on the station without pushing it too badly? I don't know how much Kerbals weigh, but then he touches down. Oh, yes! He's standing on it. And then Jebediah can go ahead and stand on, you know what? Let's put Kerbals on these four corners. I'm having fun with this now. This is a great mission. And then I can also, can I rotate him at all? I'm not sure I can. Maybe he'll just rotate himself once he lands, gently. Yes! Just doing a quality check on the satellite dish. Or not wow, it's a solar panel. And then someone from this pod, Urgle. And what are you doing over there? You're
What the dog doing?
I think Jebediah, or Bill, just got knocked around a little bit. Why are they all crawling out of that door? That's interesting. Oh, well, let go. Whoa, whoa, okay, hold on, stop, you're going too far away. Ah, what? Bill's just standing on his face. I don't even know who this is. Whoa, okay, that's really throwing things off. Oh gosh, stop, no, stop. Bill, you are, oh man, it's like wrangling cats. These Kerbals should not be in space. They clearly don't know what to do. Oh gosh, I need to bring someone home before I wrangle someone else in. All right, you, I don't know who you are, but you just caused a lot of trouble. Just grab onto the ladder. Come on, grab onto it. You know what, that works. Bill, come back! Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to have a good little setup here with some Kerbins in space, and then they're going and flinging each other into the abyss. There must be some really workplace beef. Okay, but thankfully we were able to control it, and of course you're flying away now. But now, ooh, okay, thankfully the reaction stuff is keeping the station stable. Now let's get you into position down here because that's the easiest. Stop doing the parts manager. I'm just trying to rotate the camera. Okay, now we have a Kerbal on this section. And then we need one more. Who's the lucky one? You know what, where's Tim? Tim deserves this honor. Oh yeah, I forgot, he's locked in the pod. Can I transfer him to a different pod? Let's see, if we put Tim in the tuna can, because the tuna can can open doors. Ooh, it does work. Oh, we can get all the Kerbals to do a spacewalk. And it looks like they're all coming out of this door. Okay, that's a good thing I can keep track of. And just hearing all the footsteps echo in space is kind of weird, but I like it. And then we make sure that the rest of the Kerbals are out to enjoy the party, while also making sure some of them don't flow away like Bill here. What are you doing? Maybe I should have put more ladders on here. And just like that, all of the Kerbals are doing a spacewalk at the same time. That's 12 Kerbins all doing a spacewalk. Except of course, by the time they actually get in position to do it, it's nighttime. Neat. So very carefully, what if we just fast forward time while keeping an eye on everybody? They have a tendency to make each other float away when they bump this thing too hard. But hey, when it's nighttime, we can turn on the lights. Except there's no vessel control. Someone's gonna have to go inside and do it. Oh dear, and then as soon as they get control, the Kerbals are starting to float away. Oh dear. Get back here. That is not how we do things here. Who stepped inside? I need to get him outside. Wait, is there no one in the pod? It's saying there's no one in the pod. Oh dear, okay, yep. Kerbals do as Kerbals will. They're just sort of flying away. I need to get them quickly going back to the space shuttle station. It's a station. But now they also just sort of twirl out of control if I leave them unattended. Oh, of course. Just get going that way. Now where are you going? Okay, I think I've managed to rescue everybody. Hopefully there's no one way down there. But now they're sort of flying past the shuttle. Yay. Everybody just go back inside. You have lost space privileges. See, I leave them alone for 2 seconds and they're flying away again. Get back there. Okay, I thought that was I was worried that was another Kerbal, but no, it isn't. When the sun comes up, I'm just gonna send a representative. Y'all can't be trusted. Look at them, they're just doing 360s in space. What do you think this is, a vacation? I did call us a cruise, didn't I? That's on me. Oh gosh, and there's more Kerbals floating away. Can you at least help each other get back to the shuttle? Maybe I can do that with this one. Line up with you in the shuttle, and then just a gentle push. There, that seems to work. Oh man, the rest of them are floating so far away. I don't even know who this is, but it's Handman. First time in space, and they're already having to rescue their fellow Kerbals. What sort of space movie is this? Just push you. Oh man, the shuttle's 80 meters away. And so many of them are even further away. Gotta get you back. Don't even worry about climbing aside. Just grab on for dear life. Only one Kerbal has stayed still this entire time. Who are you? You're getting a medal or something. All right, just grab on and then don't let go. Where's the rest of you? Okay. Oh no, this one's out of thruster fuel. Oh dear. And so is this one as well. No, how did this turn disastrous so quickly? Who still has fuel? You do. Okay, you gotta rescue everybody. Sorry to do this to you. And this had to happen at nighttime too. This is a scary situation. Come on, shuttle's getting away from you. Go. Okay, you know what? Yeah, hold on to the helmet. No, you didn't hold on to the helmet. Ah! This is not working as well as I would like. Okay, we got you in, and you do regenerate your monopropellant when you go inside. So you can go out and rescue people. Where are they? Oh no, they're all down there. Ah! How did they all fly so far away? Oh no, Bob! Okay, yep. What I was saying before, in a different video about irrational fear of being stranded in space. This is kind of what I'm imagining. So many of these people don't have monopropellants, so they can't get back to the space station. And they're so far away from each other too. Okay, you have monopropellants, so you can get back. Just go that way. And then turn off your pack so you don't waste it. And you don't have anything. You know, I'm starting to think that this is a bit of a futile effort, as bad as that sounds. So we're just gonna treat that like a bad dream and send out 4 Kerbals, because these 4 can be trusted. We got Jebediah here, Tim on the other side, or Bill and Bob. I don't know who's who. And together, along with everybody else that cannot be trusted in space, they made it, a Kerbal space yacht of sorts. This is so fun and surprisingly simple to do. And then if we just turn on the lights, it looks even better. Yes, wonderful. So let's just get these guys back inside. Just one Kerbal at a time. Go back inside. I said go back inside. Jebediah's just gonna walk across the solar panel. That's a power move if I ever saw one. Oh, but now he's spinning out of control. Regain control. There you go. I should have put ladders on everything. And now he won't crawl in this door. Why are you like this? Some of these doors don't work. Maybe it's because it's not their assigned seat? Oh well, we'll get it working. We just need to get Tim inside as well. Going hopefully somewhere that he can. Oh look, there he can board. Literally just find a door and then go inside. I don't think you understand the whole going inside thing. Whoa, okay, you should not be jumping there, sir. This is a no jump zone. And go inside. Yes, okay. Everybody is safely inside. Woo, just in time. That is a fun looking space station right there. And that was a very successful mission we had there. I like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This space station actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. And if you guys have more fun ideas like this, then be sure to let me know. Thank you for watching and sub to Intern. And thanks to channel members including Bread, Mr. Cripple 1, Ancient Elixir 1, Kirby Farm, Dakota C, Donamoto, Devion X, Muffet Stuffer, Lucas S, Flyer Sex, the real nickname, Edward, Hiffo Harold, Peggy Sue, Drupalongs, TJ, Seriously Sarcastic, Angel, Lily Bites, the Minor Thin, Levi Fox, DeGardy, and Sands.